Howdy, everybody. Alrighty. How is everybody tonight? I know you all are doing whatever y'all are doing. Okay. So, we have gotten the upside almost all finished. All of the stuff that's left to do is punch this hole out, which I really wish I hadn't. I kind of jumped the gun in advance, and I just sort of made a giant box. And that's kind of why this area got printed over. And then I ended up needing to punch a hole through it, so, you know, I probably should have had a harder, or not harder, but a more solid plan back like a month ago when I was printing this originally, but oh well, whatever. I can get some people out here to help me with this, so punching the hole in this area, that shouldn't be too bad. The cylinders, of course, need to be finished. I think I have a trick to help make that a little bit easier. I got to do the other one. And then obviously we did the underside, so I can eventually put some small guardrails around this edge, and then I can maybe waterlog the top part. And then I got to put the ceiling on, which you can see some slabs here and there that are already that way. And then I'm beginning to print the glass for the night sky, and it looks really pretty, even though it's not like even remotely done. Also, it turns out the black stained glass, the needs of the black stained glass are great. How are you all? Happy 100th birthday to Dick Van Dyke. Wow. Can't wait to do Jack Rooms 2. Yeah, on January 1st, we're going to be... We's going to be doing that. I have some plans for some ideas for some places. One of these will be... I haven't decided which cylinder. One of these will be the grass room corridors, and the other will be the yellow wallpaper rooms, as well as some rundown apartment looking stuff. If that makes sense, you'll see. It's like it's not ruined, but it's like very dirty, normal living spaces, I guess is the way to put it. I've been thinking about ways to get food to the players, because obviously food, if you're going to be running and jumping and all of that, food's going to be extremely important. And I'm thinking what sort of food I want to... What would be better to deal with? The apples, like last time? Or maybe something more down to earth? Carrots, steak, potatoes? I'm not sure. I haven't thought about it too hard yet. But now is the time to start thinking of what items I want to give the player on a more... oh, hey, Universe. On a more regular interval. On a more basic level. Think you could fit 2 cities in 2 levels? Yeah. The outer, outside the cylinders here are going to be probably cityscapes. I don't know if I want to, like, divide the city in half, like right here or something, and then have one type of city over here and then another kind over here. I don't know. Mine out the cylinder roof. Yes, I've gotten... this one, if you can see it on stream, I've got this part marked out. I just don't have this other one marked out. This one needs to be, like, more thoroughly punched out, but, like, it'll get there. It'll get there. So yeah, I've run out of black glass. I'm gonna have to dye so much more glass, it hurts. This area, I mean, it's 6 layers thick. That's a lot of glass. I mean, it is. There's a lot of vertical space, yes. The plan is to use some of the buildings as like a, to disguise a way to get into the buildings. I don't know how I'm gonna do that yet. I'm thinking I might make buildings that come down from the ceiling as well. Like upside down buildings. Like one area is upside down and the other area is right side up. I've thought about that. I don't know how long-term viable that strat is. Because see, then I could sever the thing in half, right down the middle. So like right down this interval right here, because this meets on an edge. Mining the slabs with haste 2 is slow as fuck. I know, I hate it. I'm so sorry to subject you to that, but I appreciate the help, Universe. So yeah, I could split it straight down the middle and have one half of the city over there, and then flip this half upside down and have the sky on the floor. I don't know. Probably won't do that. I'll probably have the whole thing night sky. And then I'll have city stuff in places you aren't expecting it. Stuff that'll break the rules of what you would expect when you see a city. Chorus fruit? Ooh. Well, I can't do chorus fruit. That's a great idea, but it's a bad idea. Because I can never truly account for how that could be used to break the game. Chorus fruit is an excellent idea if it were more controllable in where a player teleports. But it's really just not. I wish I could do that without the teleport or without the erratic nature of using chorus fruit. Because that'll put you outside the game every fucking time. And the last thing I want is for the player to somehow get out of the game space. Like, that's just a recipe for disaster. Wow, I'm already one shulker of end rods down? Damn. I hope I don't end up needing a million billion end rods. I know I went sparse on the end rods. I tried to not use as many as I could get away with. But that's for January 1st? Yeah. We'll worry about that, don't worry. Hello, Aze. Am I pro-daughter or anti-daughter? I'm kind of neutral on the daughter situation. Because, in my opinion, from what I've seen, the daughters have it tough. They are playing the worst Minecraft you can play. I say their existence is such pain. Let them. Let them persist in their fruitless endeavor. Chorus could be in a certain area. No, I think chorus fruit would be bad. It will be so breakable. The effort you have to go to teleport proof an area just because of chorus fruit is unreal. And is, in my opinion, it breaks the bank. It goes too far. I'm not about doing that. I don't care. I'm Apple Pop Bob. Okay. Well, welcome AZWP. Apple Pop Bob. Again, the daughters are in such a terrible situation to begin with. I say, if you want them to leave, you know, show them a warm 2B2T welcome. And if you don't give a shit, I imagine they'll get tired of 2B2T being a buggy, laggy piece of shit. And yeah. If you fill it in with water, they can't TP. I don't know. I feel like it's still prone to all sorts of errors. We can test it, but I'm not a fan of that idea. Something about chorus fruit as a food item is just too many variables exist with this. And then filling everything in with water, like, do you realize what you're asking there? This is Breadstone we're talking about. I can't fill shit in with water. There's no telling what I'm going to need the inside areas for once we get around to Breadstone. So I would rather kind of keep my options open. Yeah, no. Chorus fruit, the more I think about it, the worse of an idea it sounds. Chorus fruit is not great. I would rather give them glow berries and regular berries. You know, sweet berries. I'd rather do that. Fucking amazed all these groups are coming together just because we were bored. Well, I mean, that's kind of what incursions do. I don't know. They give people an excuse to band together and hate on a group. Which is all well and good, I suppose, but I don't know. I'm just neutral. I don't give a shit about the daughters any more than I give a shit about any rando 2B2T player. Realistically, what, you know, what do I do? Or what am I supposed to do, you know? Okay. So I've heard some rumors about some things being doable. I'm going to see if they can be doable in my favor. Whoa. Well, maybe not that doable. Oh, wow. You eat so quickly in this mode. I'm not going to say what, how, or why. I just learned this recently. It may or may not have something to do with the invasion of the Bedrockians. We shall see. I've made 2 YouTube videos on Bedrock so far. Bedrock players can make the queue go higher for free. Yeah, exactly. They can bolster the player numbers without it meaning anything. Either way, I don't care. Buy Prio if you really want to get in that badly, guys. Like, you get in almost instantly. Like, what more do you want? I don't give a flying shit about the Bedrock stuff. I don't play Bedrock. I'm not stupid. Now, if it brings about fun exploits, you know, I'm all for it. Because it's fun exploits. But I'm not, like, sitting here, you know, pulling the Soy Jack meme, you know. Oh my god, I heckin' love Bedrock. Like, no. It's more a matter of... This is a nothing burger. I hate to say it. This is a nothing burger. Or, well, I love to say it. This is a nothing burger. Until we get a crippling exploit that just ruins the server and on my 19.7 TPS stops, my 40 or 50 something ping, you know, goes down, like, it's not that important, guys. It just isn't. Oh, they went to 0-0 and lived to tell the tale. Oh, congrats, Octopi. How many other players were there? Because if there weren't any other players there, or very, very few players there, I don't know that that's really an accomplishment. I went to 0-0. Oh, wow. I inadvertently baritone flew through 0-0 just the other day. Or the 0-0 kind of general vicinity. I don't know how close I actually got. I was looking away because I let Baritone E-Fly do the job. And the next thing I knew, Baritone was like bringing me through Nether spawn. And I was like, no, stop that. But then I was like, oh, but I'm already here. I may as well let Baritone finish. I mean, that was the most heart in my throat I have ever been with Baritone E-Fly. Is when it decided to fly me through spawn. Which, you know, it was probably the quickest way to wherever it was that I needed to go. Should I join 2B now? Yeah, I guess you can. Oh shit, I just suddenly realized, Top Hat, you have Bedrock, don't you? Although I don't know that you can do it on a console. You're going to have something more modern. Well, I mean, you could probably play it on... Maybe on Switch, maybe on your phone or tablet, or on an X-Bone, or a PS50 billion. It is console compatible. Okay, I thought so. Well, hey, I mean, you want to do that, go right ahead. I ain't got no problems with it. You might find it's unplayable, though. I've not heard good things about it. Yeah, the old 360 PS3s are never going to have multiplayer compatibility again. Microsuck and Gay Station have permanently cuckolded them, which is unfortunate. I wouldn't go far anyway. Yeah, probably not. Rather have the archive on Bedrock. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Man, rip the archive, man. I get the feeling that Turban really just wanted a way out. Not that I blame him or anything. And maybe there really is some message of greed here. Like, I guess I should just take Turban at his word. But, I don't know. I'm not really one to give a shit about the Bedrock people. I don't think anybody is going to be playing Bedrock religiously. At least not at the rate that it's going. I don't know. This is all so subjective. This could be completely different in 6 months. I don't personally see any real negative thing with this particular situation. If anything, I see a bunch of positives, but I won't say how, who, what, why, when, or where. Oh boy, he's in the glass maze. Can he find the way out? The one little tiny hole that lets you slip through? I guess he did. Yeah, he figured it out. What? That hole is supposed to be open, Universin. Get the hole directly above me. You're not supposed to fuck up my hole. That's how I get out, seriously. Damn it. You bitch. Oh, I needed... Yeah, that's supposed to stay there. Don't fuck with that, please. Okay. Alright, I needed rockets, and then I need to go repair my elytra. Don't play every video game nowadays? Yeah. As you get older, your video game time falls off, I agree. In 2019, I was the owner of Bedrock Anarchy Realm. Cool. Children should not be playing 2B2T. A bunch will ask their parents for prio. I suppose. In theory, yeah, you're probably right. But in practice, I ain't seeing it, man. How many Bedrock people have we got online? We got .Jared, .Enderkill. Oh, Enderkill has a Bedrock version. Okay. 3, Joe Stalin, Kitty Joe, or Kitty Toe, Kyle and 2012, or Kyle Land, KV Kaler, whatever, it's Nameless, S Bane, Stick, Taste Tick. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 10 people. We have a whopping 10 Bedrock players online. Wow. Oh my god, we're being invaded, guys. I joined Minecraft at the age of 4 in 2011. Jesus. Well, you were the right age. I won't lie. The daughters are stealing our jobs. God, isn't that the truth? Now, are we sure the daughters aren't giving us a new purpose in life, though? Like, stop me if you've heard this before. It's not even that I don't have the time, you just don't care. Okay, fair enough. You want to do other things, I get that. That is respectable. Man, I really wish it wouldn't get upset at me for having the schematic loaded in memory. With the rendering off, especially. Okay, I'm gonna put that here. Let me scoop these up. Where is an empty shulkers can go, yeah, right there. Okay, I will take the blackstone. I want to try to fill in that pillar, or well, the pillars rather, that haven't been finished. But I want to use this fancy new thing that I learned. What's my opinion on Fit making a new video about the Bedrock update? I'll reserve judgment for when the video itself is out, because obviously I can't really know what the video will entail. I mean, it's probably not anything special. Like, I'm just going to be real with you. The video that Fit will put out will likely just be a sort of play-by-play of all the, you know, all the shit that's gone on. And then what? Like, who cares? Okay, this sucks for placing blocks in mass. It's like okay, but it could be better. If I just freeze myself against a wall, how far out can I reasonably place? Huh. Okay, so it does work when if I slow myself down. I don't know. The video is 40 minutes long. I doubt it's about the Bedrock update. What? Is it out already? Huh? No way. Did Fit put it out already? There's no way. Yeah, no, there's just his thing from a few months ago about the door that no one cares about. It's not out yet, so screenshots say it's 40 minutes long on Discord. Ah, okay. Somebody here has insider info. Aha, I see. Insider information. He is in formation inside. Ooh, spooky. What on the fucking planet could he do 40 minutes of video on regarding the Bedrock update? Like, huh? Next video is going to be 40 minutes long. Ow, that still hurts. Uh-huh. Made a post on YouTube. Okay. That is wild. What does he have to do for 40 ass minutes? Like 40 long ass minutes. What? That is unheard of. That is so long for a Fit video. That is way beyond normal. Oh well, whatever. If he has it, he has it. I guess he has something interesting to talk about for that time. Getting that bag with that watch time, I guess. If it's any good, sure. But I would prefer it to not be long and winding. I would like it to have a point, you know. A lot of Fit's videos can be boiled down to 2 minutes, roughly, of just XYZ, and that's the end of it. You know what I mean? Last 40-minute video Fit did was the Diagonal Highway video, and that was awful. That was fluff. It was nothing but fluff. It was one of those videos that I looked at and went, I guess I'll put it on in the background and just sort of semi-pay attention to it. And that's what I did. First, I'd like to thank my sponsor, Raycon. First, I'd like to thank the little people. For allowing me to get a sponsor like Raycon. Oh, God damn it. Place. You can listen to your Raycon earbuds wherever the hell you want. Even in places that you wouldn't be able to listen to Raycon earbuds. Filler Fit. Yeah, I know. Last video you made was 2 minutes 47 seconds. Okay. I would like to know if Fit has information we don't have. Like if he's privy to some secret something or other that the rest of us are just not yet aware of. As for Fit's, like, stance, because obviously 40 minutes of video has to include Fit's stance on this whole thing, right? On some level, there has to be a, you know, well, I believe this should or shouldn't be happening because X reason. I don't know. I can't be bothered to care about that sort of thing. I don't really care about other people's stances on this. I really kind of just want to know the objective you know, impact on the server. Is this good? Is this bad? Is it somewhere in between? Does it even matter at all? And I'm seeing the answer to a lot of these questions is it's irrelevant. Don't bother. Don't worry about it. The fun things are happening because they are not yet patched. But everybody else is just like, daughters, kill them daughters. How dare those daughters exist? And like the actual interesting shit is kind of being overlooked. Which is funny to me, but hey, you know, that's how it goes. I would prefer people to be ignorant to the fun, because then the fun lasts longer. Bedrock will get lots of tourists, but no regulars since you're stuck in shitrock in vanilla. Well, that's where you're kind of wrong. You are still stuck on shitrock. But who said you had to be in vanilla? I'm just saying. There's a very impressive horizon out there you can go and use. Or no, it's Horion or whatever the hell. I don't know. What you could possibly talk about for 40 minutes. Exactly. Exactly. As long as it's fun to make fun of, or it's a genuinely good video, I guess I'm all right with that. He said he's been working on the video for a while, and Bedrock just came out. So if it does have Bedrock in it, it might only be the part of the video like a top 20. Oh. So this next video was a, hey, I've been meaning to get stuff done, but kind of affair. Hate it when that happens. I keep forgetting that with haste, you can insta-mine Blackstone now. He's gonna yap about his absence. Maybe. I think it's more likely that he's gonna just simply say, you know, these things are happening, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. I wonder, would it be easier or better to, instead of doing it this way, to, what is it? It's, no, only below feet. Yeah. Change it to below my feet level and then just go directly up. Ooh, that's already starting to look pretty. I think I might try that. Ugh. I wonder how many Blackstone blocks there are. Ooh, a lot. Okay. You know, it might actually be better to save some of this Blackstone and just print it up the walls. My beard has doubled in size. I know, right? That's fit, all right. The hobo beard has become the entirety of his face now. You look, you see a pair of eyes floating in hair. You look over to your left and you see a pair of ears flanking the sides of this hairy beast. You see a mouth occasionally, you know, peek out from behind the mane. And you're just like, yeah, that's Fit MC. More hair than man. Except on his head. There's still a little bald patch on his head, of course. But, you know. Good morning, Mood. Welcome. Looking to Space Travel 3. Oh, okay. I don't really care which one you should visit, man. Just visit one. You do you. I ain't your travel advisor. Go nuts. Okay. There we go. Okay, am I able to jump up quick enough? No. Damn, this is cocked. I don't think they did anything to ruin printer, but they haven't made it easy, that's for damn sure. I know there was some placement, block placement issues or something, or block breaking issues, something they did. I don't know if that's been fixed or not. People were rejoicing that it got reverted or was going to get reverted. I didn't really pay any attention to what that was. I've transformed into Bigfoot to be the first cryptid to play the oldest Anarchy server in Minecraft. Holy hell, dude. Am I getting bad? No, it's really just printer is slow now. Maybe this is still faster, though. Maybe the glide down feature is still better. It's hard to tell. I don't think there's a huge efficiency increase here. Actually, I think gliding down is faster. I don't know. Bet you he's going to say that phrase in the first 5 seconds. He may wait a bit. He may not whip out that phrase immediately. It may take him a minute or two. With Fit, you never know. You know, he likes to keep his audience waiting with bated breath for the infamous line. The oldest Anarchy swerver in Minecraft. Well, plenty of Blackstone. Oh shit, it's drifting. There we go. What have I been doing lately in general? Placing blocks. That's the thing I've been doing the most of. Watching various things that catch my interest. I've been rewatching a lot of the old Decked Out 2 streams. And a bunch of Hermitcraft stuff on Decked Out 2 in general, just to sort of get a feel for it again. I'm thinking of, and this may sound silly, I'm thinking of porting Decked Out 2 to 2B2T. But in a more beefier, denser capacity. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. It's not exactly my project, you know what I mean? Since somebody else made it. But I just love Decked Out 2 so much, I might actually build that whole thing on here. If you can believe that. Let's throw all that in here. I'm worried about running into some hurdles in regards to like audio. So I'm curious if there are audio, I mean, I guess I could use a resource pack. I don't want to use a resource pack, but like, resource packs may end up being necessary for both Escape the Jackrooms 2, and obviously it would be necessary for Decked Out 2. Texture pack? No, not a texture pack. Just an audio thing, a resource pack for audio. I don't want to do texture related things. I like what Minecraft offers. I think our best bet is to design an audio-based experience for immersion. and then go from there. We'll see. It's hard to, like, without a working prototype, it's hard to, like, put it into words to describe what it needs. Well, he's going hard on that. Thank you, Universal. Replace the hurt sound with a loud scream? No, it won't be like that. I'm talking about ambient sounds. Like the environment breathing. Stuff like that. Unexpected things. Feels like a shame to leave some of this blackstone on the ground, but oh well. In that case, just replace music discs with noise. We probably could. But it needs to be a little more subtle than that. Like, small ambient things. Yeah. Maybe random sounds like... I don't know about a portal. I don't want pigmen spawning in a portal. Yeah, they do emit a random sound, but then... they're very, like... you know that's a nether portal. You know what I mean? If I do that, you know that it's another portal. You're not going to be fooled by that. It's not going to immerse you as much as it would. No, as in replace the sound. Oh, well, we could do that, yeah. I will say... I don't know about some native sounds, like the nether portal, because that's too risky. Last thing I want is another portal. Because that spawns pigmen and that does all sorts of weird shit. Would really rather not. Whoa. Okay, so if I slow it to a crawl, I can place more over a larger range faster, I think. I don't know. Do I just use Meteor? I use Meteor and a few other mods, but yeah, more or less. Went up to Boone today to visit an old friend of mine who lives in the area. Okay. Note blocks? Yes, I would probably use note blocks, Cody. That's a good point. Is 2B 15 years old yet? It's gonna be in 5 days. Creakings in the walls? Ooh. If they can make passive sounds, maybe. Maybe. I don't know that I want to use mobs that people might be able to identify. Because, like, if I want passive sounds, I want things people are not expecting. Sound-wise. I don't know. We'll have to just demo it. Figure it out and demo it. I'm thinking something like... put cows in the walls and replace their sound effects with a heavy voice. Ooh, could do that. Replacing the music discs is a good idea. That's like a step in the right direction. I don't know what we will do, just that I know what options we have to kind of make something happen. Eh? Yeah, we'll worry about it later. These are good ideas, though. Amethyst. Ooh. I don't think amethyst generates a passive sound, though. I mean, it's not a bad idea. Maybe some allays. Allays generate a passive sound that people aren't expecting. Maybe I could make that work. Also, speaking of working, the print only below feet is not 100% doing it. I don't know. It's a miracle any server can run that for that long. Yeah, I know. 2B has had multiple close calls with going under. The fact that we've made it 15 years is mind-boggling. Put like some mobs walking around in there, passive ones? Maybe. The armadillo. Maybe the armadillo makes an interesting noise. See the shit with Rob Reiner getting murdered? Yeah, that was... His son was apparently into drugs and was just off his fucking rocker. Really, really sad situation. Sounds like one of those parental... you know, they enabled him on some level, I want to say. Though it's hard to know for sure. I don't want to make any definitive conclusions. But it does sound like one of those situations that could possibly have been avoided, but I don't know for sure. Oh well. The world may never know. I'm not going to do the only below feet thing. That doesn't work really all that well. Oh well. Crazy that we tolerate those chemical weapons. What, drugs? I mean, we don't tolerate it. It's more a matter of people want to weaponize drugs for whatever purposes they have it for. Like, it's not as straightforward a situation as that. Like, I hate to tell you this. There we go. Had to move my mat forward. Well, it seems like I'm kind of getting it. What the hell? I saw that trident. I saw that trident. Try to throw a trident at me while I'm printing? How dare you? You think you're clever, Universin? I saw that shit. You ain't slick. I saw that trident come somewhat close to me and then bounce back. Oh well. It's all about money, yeah, I know. What's something significantly more funny and interesting? Let's see. We've got a bunch of crazy fanatics going out of their way to kill people on Bedrock. As though that's a valuable use of anyone's time. Oh wow, TJ. Shooting my shot. Your interview with someone got you into 2B. I have Rickson and Fusion 09A set up for a meetup and interview about midway through January. What can I do to get you in? Sure, I'm in, TJ. I don't mind. What sort of interview are we referring to here? Just like across... I don't know. Yeah. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that so much, TJ. Holy crap. Is it going to be like a round table discussion? That was the word I was looking for. Is it going to be some other kind of harder one-on-one interview? I mean, I guess not one-on-one, right? Because you wanted other people there. TNT. I do not have TNT now. I don't know that TNT would even really do the job all that well. It might, but it might not. To be shooting the shit type thing. Okay, cool. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Ah, damn it! I can't even get the menu open for. No, it still won't let me open it long enough. Oh well. Also, I'm embarrassed you used the wrong URL. Don't worry about it. Crazy that John Cena's retired as a wrestler? Oh. Why, did he go the Rock route and start acting? Oh. Man, it's been freezing cold all day around here, and I haven't been able to go out in 2 or 3 days. I know I should probably just go out, but it's like it's 20-degree weather where I am right now. It feels like it's gotten colder. And I don't just mean that in the seasonal sense. I mean that in like it feels like it's colder than it was this time last year. This time last year it was it was a little warmer. I don't know. Feels like we really cold snapped hard around these parts. Can't be sure because I'm not really like, I don't remember what all went on last year. Temperature or what you call it, weather-wise. I don't remember every little bit about it. I just remember it feels different. I don't know. It feels like every winter is cold. Like too cold. Colder than it should be. I don't know. Acting has a far better retirement plan than wrestling, yeah. What happened to Turbin's archive server? Oh boy, Dots. I'm so sorry you had to hear this from me. Turbin retired. He shut it down in the wake of the Bedrock stuff. I don't know that it's something he'll ever do again. As far as I can tell, Turbin kind of had enough. And he wants out. But I don't know. I'm not in his mind, so... I think he needs a good long vacation from it. But that... I don't know. I just don't know, man. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I know everything about it. It came out of nowhere, just like, for me, just like it did everybody else. Oh well. The loss of the archive will be felt and remembered forever. You never even got to go on it once, did you, Top Hat? I'm so sorry to hear that. You have to leave the faucets dripping in the house. And I don't usually do that till January. Oh, really? To keep the water from freezing? What are my thoughts on Bedrock? I don't really give a shit about the Bedrock stuff. It doesn't really concern me. It might make some exploits happen, but ultimately it's not that important. Everybody is spazzing out about the Bedrock players as though this shit actually matters. And again, there are like 3, 6... Hold on, I gotta fly. 3, 6, 9, 10, maybe 11. 10 or 11 players from Bedrock online right now. Oh no, wow, what an invasion, guys. Oh, we're so scary. Who gives a shit? It does not matter. Hello, Jesse, welcome. Any science stuff? No, nothing's really happened that I've noticed. Science-wise. I'm wintermute_9450 on Discord. If you could please reach out. As per usual, it's my bedtime. Okay. Did we not already have each other on Discord? I guess not. Okay. Let me get on that real quick. Ah. God damn it. Okay. Friend request sent. Okay, I gotta repair my shit. Is it me or are these not, like, doing nearly as much? Bingo. Yeah. Bedrock players are harmless noobs. 90% of them are Java's alts. Yeah, Java alts and people attempting to find an exploit of some kind. Which is an understandable thing. I would want to do that too. Finally got a Steam Deck. So happy. Welcome. Okay. Welcome to Superior Gaming, Dots. Oh, you're using that. Good luck, Universon. Good luck. What sort of Steam Deck, or Steam games rather, are you playing on your Steam Deck, Dots? Sort of sounds related to the bird. Antarctic mission will be 104 years. Really? Very neat. Thank you. It's been talked about. We just never actually did it. Good night. Okay, take care, TJ. I'm so happy you stopped by. Have a good one. Let me see about science for a moment here. I don't think anything super in-depth is occurring. Yeah, no, nothing of any real note or interest is happening. Sorry. Everything I get recommended is mostly just junk. You know, it's the mental equivalent of junk food. It's fun for a moment or two, but that ultimately it is not that important. Yeah, not exactly special. Oh! Ooh, okay, a chubby emu video. I would love to watch that. I just don't feel like doing a, you know, a thing where something could potentially get me copyright struck. But yeah, watching a chubby emu video would be fun. I like chubby emu's videos. They're more medical than science, but like still pretty cool. If you could choose who gets to host the archive other than Turban, who would I choose? I don't know. There's like a handful of people I think who could do the job quite well. Nobody, any of you all would know, though. Haven't opened it yet. I've gotten a 1 terabyte OLED model, and I plan to use it for emulation. Ooh, a terabyte for emulation? Really? Herm hosted it for a while? I don't actually know. I don't know that Herm has the the long-term desire to do that. Because, like, I hate to say this, hosting the archive feels an awful lot like a very long-form obligation, you know? It's not an over and done sort of thing. The archive's forever. You are the host of the archive until the archive can no longer be hosted. I guess until the day 2B2T dies or whatever. Ultimately, I just don't really see the archive bouncing back from this. I don't. Turbin has kind of openly stated in certain places and times that untangling the archive is a mess that he does not wish to do. Because it's not like... There are so many world downloads. There's so much data to be passed over. This is not a simple thing. Like, oh, well, why couldn't I just, why couldn't so-and-so just take it over? It's tied up in Turbin's personal whatever in a very certain specific way, and you're not going to realistically be able to crack into that and use it and do it the way he would have. Building a deck next year when it gets warmer. Okay. I think House would want to own the archive server. That probably would be a good idea. I don't know. The archive is one of those servers that I think it's better to be fan run. Yeah, he would monetize it, but I get that. I don't know. It's one of those things that it feels odd. You know what I mean? It feels odd to, like, not have anymore. It hasn't sunk in for me yet that it's gone. Like, it hasn't really dawned on me, oh yeah, the archive is just dead. Even though I've stared at the icon so many times, I don't know. We are all adrift in the sea of anarchy now, with no bedrock to anchor us. Or should I say no archive to anchor us. Such a tragedy. Let me own the archive, totally. I mean, you would have to get Turbin to hand all that data over to you, and I have no idea how he would do it. I don't even know if you have server management, stuff in your background, or that you would even know what you're doing, honestly. I mean, Top Hat, you don't even have a Java account. Pretty sure that's like one of the most mandatory things to have. I don't know. I'm just not certain, man. I'm just not certain. Nothing is what it will ever be again. Even if Turbin comes back, there's always the lingering, doubt that he may go and leave again. He may not want to do this long term beyond like a year. I don't think he'll come back, though. I think this is kind of... It's done and dusted. It's over. We're all gonna have to make our peace with there not being an archive server. Unless another person wants to start their own archive server, which could happen. I could see someone showing up and being like, hey, I have server experience. I can do that. You guys want another archive? I'll handle that. I don't know. It was a joke. Okay. Fair enough. But, like, I know you wanted to join it at least once. So, like, I could see some truth to the joke. Sometimes we joke when we really actually kind of mean it. Even if only in a hypothetical dreaming sort of sense. I fall in love with the slider sandwiches. That's my big food craving now. Okay. Weird flex, but sure. I have fallen in love with barbecue. Not really. I mean, I was not any more in or less in love or more in love than with barbecue than like I was 2 days ago. Although I did have some good barbecue yesterday, so like maybe I'll save it. Eat some again another day. Maybe I should try zooming around with a slow fall potion again. I don't know. I feel like timer is kind of good enough. Whatever. Never could get into barbecue? Oh my god, you don't like barbecue? What the fuck is wrong with you? Using timer intermittently might be a better option. That's so weird to see things like skipping and catching up. I guess it's because I'm like intentionally slowing things down. Oh, somebody wants something. Oh, it's you. Okay. Okay, cool. Just discussing something with TJ. I hate how uneven this is. This looks like shit. Okay, so that's kind of getting there. I can kind of just let my body drift down and then fill in everything with Blackstone. What do you think would happen if 2B was added as one of the official servers for Bedrock? Oh my god. Well, that's never going to happen, but like, sure, that would be a wild ride, certainly. We're going to cover of Last Christmas for the entire day. This is a nice break. Last Christmas, I Gave You My Heart, that song. Wham is a good good band. Oh, hey, Diluted Water. Doesn't look like shit, Jack. Don't be such a harmony husher, praise God. What? Doesn't look like shit. What? What does that mean? Yeah, wham, with an exclamation point. Hello, J Cake Pants. I'm doing all right. I'm bored of placing blocks all damn day, but this project will never get done if I don't. We've got about... How much cylinder is this left? Almost a little over half. It's gonna be a while. I'll see who I can wrangle tomorrow into helping. Gotta place black glass. Gotta go get glass and dye it black. Gotta place black stone so that it'll all line up and become a big inner tube. Here's what it looks like without. you know, without all that. Gotta finish punching this hole in this ceiling here. Universon's doing good. And then I gotta fucking put the ceiling on top here. That's easy though. That's just walking back and forth. By comparison, that's a lot easier than some of this has been. And then black glass and end rods. Oof, lots of black glass and end rods. Oh, and lanterns. I've got to make lanterns too. Okay, not bad. Maybe timer is not necessary. Like, it can definitely place faster because I'm going slower. Apparently you can place, or rather you can move slower than the server is expecting. And it's alright with that. Oh yeah, let me, where is it? Timer? There it is. No. Alright, so is it 4:04? I could probably put it up to like 5:30 maybe? Maybe that's just fast enough. I don't know. I've now made a video at over 210 TBT bases for TikTok. The goal is to get to 1,000. Wow. Jesus Christ. Take a break, come to the trading post. Ooh. I'm not going to lie, that is a tempting offer. I don't know. Doing a big project for work, I gotta identify several people from this huge archive of old photographs around town. I've mostly been able to get my family done so far. Thank God I have help. It'd be total hell if you didn't. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes just an extra pair of hands that is willing to do what you tell them is more than enough. Like Universon, breaking blocks. It's a simple yet honest day's work. He must be going like way faster at this than I can see. Okay, good. The wall is just barely gonna scrape by these beacon beams here. We're not gonna have to worry about the wall of blackstone intercepting the beacon here. I was hoping I had planned that well. Well enough, anyway. Shite. Okay, I didn't mean to use the baritone, because apparently in FreeCam you can double click and use baritone to like path to an area. It's really funky. Oh wait, Maybe I should just get all this. That's almost all slabs. Never mind. I'm gonna get more supplies. Ayo, Jack, what's this for? Well, diluted water, this is the site of Escape the Jack Rooms 2, a giant backrooms-inspired, well, escape room. It's going to be one of the most based and cool games you have ever seen on 2B2T. I think there are like 64,000 pictures in this collection, and about 2/3 of them are portraits, so those are easier. Oh, cool. Selling Jack's Swords for -30 Bitcoin. He definitely is not at 273,800. Oh god, Mike, how could you? Lots of people are here building at the moment. Okay. Again, I might go later, but we'll see. I'm a broke crackhead. Given 30 Bitcoin is the least I can do. Okay. Oh, -30. Okay, you give the Bitcoin to the person. Got it. How very progressive for a crackhead to start using Bitcoin. Okay, I'm gonna go out. Ah, damn it. There we are. There's something in my eye, and I'm trying to rub that and get it out while simultaneously attempting to navigate. Not fun. Where was I? Oh, yes, the secret portrait. No. This takes you up to the control room. I'm trying to not print over this wall. You know, Breadstone control room. Hey, Stone Cold Killer. Shit, I spawned that far. I pissed 9k, lol. Over 9k, I see. Lovely, lovely. I await its arrival. So do I. What did I have in here again? Oh, yeah, that's right. I put a bunch of blackstone in here from a while ago. I'll take that. I didn't have any other use for it. I mean, I guess I should probably just continue descending down like a feather, printing as I go. Shit. Shit nuggets. Hit the wrong button. There we go. More akin to what I wanted to do. There we are. Should get back into TS game. Okay. Just by the decor on the hallway alone, but I'm far too busy kissing girls all the time. Oh, okay. Sure. Oh, this game. Okay. TS had me confused. But yeah. Look at me going giving away 30 Bitcoin. I know, you're so generous, Mike. Depends on what kind of crack you get and where you get it from. Yep. I'll stick to the sticky baller status. Sure, whatever you say, Stone Cold Killer. Not entirely certain what it is you just said, but all right. Now then. Aw, there's a cute kitty on my bed. She's going to be so upset. Because I'm going to have to throw her out of my room. We're about to take my bed apart because we're buying a new bed and it's getting here tomorrow. Oh, I get a new bed for Christmas. Holy shit, I've needed it for years. I've just sort of put up with it without realizing how bad it had been for me. I tell you, not having a good bed is not fun. Damn it. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna try a different approach. Only below feet. See if I can't run along and print faster that way. Maybe. I want to be able to get into a good sort of repeatable groove of doing this. Although there's a lot of... Yeah, let's stop printing. A lot of good blackstone over there. Feels wrong to just have all this on the ground. Do I listen to Porter Robinson? No. Should I? I don't even know who that is. But I assume that's a band, right? Oh, it's despawning. No. Who is this Porter and why is he a Robinson? Okay. Yeah, this seems to do it. Fuck, that crack is good. Hello, QSMK. IKEA bed? God, no. We went to Ashley Furniture Store. We got a somewhat cutting edge... I don't know. I'm never going to shop at IKEA. I've heard too many horror stories about IKEA beds and products and stuff. Certainly not getting some cheap Swedish crap. Well, actually, probably be cheap Chinese crap. Not doing that. An original pressing of Leaf Hound's Grower of Mushrooms from the early 1970s. What? Oh, the records. Yeah. How much is it up to right now? Is it 20 or 60? 20 or 60 what? I don't know. I don't know what you mean. Cool J-pop song? Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I found it a few years ago. Make a room where you enter and walk to the center. Another account drops in and mirrors your inputs while attacking. Sort of like a Dark Link battle or what have you. I might do some mirror rooms. I like mirror rooms. Alright, you fuck. Get out of there. Goddamn spider. I will take your eyes as a trophy. Yeah, the fucking creepers and mobs are already getting to be a pain. Nope, never mind. They're willingly dismounting their position on the wall. Haha. Smite 5 netherite kills you in one hit. No, you don't. Oh well, whatever. Oh god damn it, 300? What? Why did my ping suddenly spike? Like to a bad degree too. Fuck. I got distracted by chat. Right, you fuck. Put that here. Trying to like chain the item drops. No, it ain't gonna behave. Please don't start ping raping me now. Any new music? No, I haven't really been listening to any new music. A lot of old music though. What's it called, or do I ask you later? What do you mean? The J-pop song or something else? Experimental EDM artist, but his music is so uplifting and inspiring. His Nurture album was one of the best I've listened to. Really? Best musical experience you've ever had. Okay. Dark Link mini boss sounds too complex for this game. It probably is. I'm probably going to have like observation-based puzzles. Press the switch, find the differences. Stuff like that. I don't know. We'll see. I want to make puzzles, but I don't want to make them like super hard or difficult. Don't diss motherfuckers at the Chugoku something 1 billion% tariffs. Oh, okay. Sure. I don't think I ever did diss anybody from there, but all right. If I have diluted water, I'm terribly sorry. Oh, shit. Let's put that here. There we go. There we go. 2 blocks seems to be a reasonably quick jaunt back and forth. Yeah, it seems to print it decently well. Hell yeah, mirror room would be cool. It wouldn't be just one room, realistically. It'd probably be several rooms, but I don't know. I want some of the skyscrapers and buildings that you'll see in this room. I want those to be buildings and rooms that you will be able to peer through the windows into, and you'll be able to see yellow wallpaper rooms beyond them in their mirror, in their windows rather. Something like that. I don't know. We'll find out. J-pop song, yeah. Yeah, ask me later. I'll get it to you. I used to know the names of songs like that off the top of my head, but it's, I don't know. Sounds good. Yeah, can't go wrong with NES music. I agree. If you could make one song copyright free and you could use it for content, what song would I choose? Oh, God. Buoy Base Galaxy. Although I would get tired of it really fast. So maybe Gusty Garden Galaxy. There's not really a good answer to this because any song that becomes copyright free like that, I would probably play it to death and get bored of it. So I don't know. I don't know if there's a good answer for that or not. The Ocarina of Time soundtrack? Yeah, Ocarina of Time soundtrack was really good. Are you in a secret society? No? Not really? I mean, the devs are a closed group, but like, it's not really a society. It's not like the Freemasons or the Knights Templar or whatever the fuck you're thinking about. And before you ask, no, I have not been a Spawn Mason in damn near 10 years now. But then again, that was like right after the Spawn Masons had formed. Aquatic Ambience. Ooh, that's another. But see, again, Mike, as I said, anything of that nature that I pick, I'm going to play it to death, and I'm going to be bored with it. I'm not going to want to play it again. The Super Mario 64 aqua music, underwater music. Anything from Banjo-Kazooie or Tooie. Anything from Zelda. Like, if you insert the ability to play those things endlessly, I'm not going to want to play them at a certain point because I've played them to death. So, no. I don't necessarily hate the idea, but at a certain point it will be too much, I think. GoldenEye 64 soundtrack was I was listening to put in a stream of someone playing it. Oh. I never got to play GoldenEye 64. I could never reasonably find anyone to play it with. Maybe just all the Silver Surfer NES soundtrack that would also get overused if turned. Yeah, exactly. Maybe, I don't know. Devs are a gate-kept group. You need a high IQ to join and a background in building or coding, which 99% of players don't have, myself included. I'm sorry, man. You've made some pretty interesting things so far, right? I like your killer whale out front. You should make a fleet of aquatic animals or something. I don't know. Just, you have to have an idea of what you want to make, what you want to see. I think your vision has to expand. You have to broaden your horizons. But that if you do that, you can potentially go quite far. It's a shark. Oh, it looked like a killer whale. I'm so sorry. Well, make a killer whale next. You know, differentiate the two to where it's impossible to confuse them. Do it, Mike. It would be fun. It has a solo mode, you know. I've been thinking about breaking out my N64 and playing it again myself. I love 007. Oh. I never got to play 007 GoldenEye. I was not that into 007 or GoldenEye when I was a kid. I was more into Star Fox, you know, Mario, Zelda, all the shit that was common, mainstream, etc. Oh, shit. Maybe this is the faster way, even if it doesn't feel immediately fast. I suppose once I get the wall high enough to where you can't even use your trident to jump out onto the edge like that. Something along those lines. Okay, where are we at? Yeah, I know, but you see, I do this thing called listening to my records and doing nothing else in the corner. So you just listen to your records? You don't, like, do another thing alongside it? Have you ever tried playing a game in addition to you listening to a record? Are you just not capable of, like, enjoying that? Do you have to focus on the record so intently that, like, that's all you can concentrate on? Drink beer? I don't think drinking a beer requires that much effort. I don't know. I'm always a double tasker. I've got to be doing at least two things at once. Multitasker, whatever. Yeah, I used to like a year ago. Okay. Oh well, whatever. Whatever, man. You do you. Come on. Click the fucking... I'm middle clicking the Blackstone. Put it in my hand. It makes it more immersive of an experience. I can multitask with records I choose not to. Ah, I see. Alright, let's try 3 blocks and see if that gets a little bit quicker. I do want some expedience to this. You can kind of see it take shape little bit by little bit. Maybe I should have done this all day. Instead of fucking around with the glass and the, I mean, I did get, like, strips of Blackstone printed yesterday, as well as some strips over here. So, like, this is a lot longer than it was a day ago. Although I've been trying to tear away at that thing too, so I don't know. That hole in the ceiling. Realistically, it's all just a bit of a slog, you know? Can't be helped. He doesn't have the zoomer attention span. He can focus his entire life force on some 70s proto metal all day, every day. I found I'm a guitar junkie. Really? You play the drums and yet you're a guitar junkie? How is that possible? When are you going to get me that demo reel, huh? Of not just your drums, but everything else. Recorded on an actual tape. I wouldn't mind. You got to get me that demo tape, Mike. 70s hard rock has the world's best generation of collective guitar players. Oh, I know. I am well aware of that. Oh, going well, Acrinaut. If you're even in chat or not, I don't know. In stream. Just spoke with Silver Crown King. Oh. Don't know if they're in stream chat or not. Some guy's whispering to me. Yeah, I saw Silver Crown King on yesterday, actually. Well, I got to get a Robert 771X first, and then we have to have the band play onto the tape with me. Then I need a second reel-to-reel machine to make copies off the master reel, and then I can send those out. Oh, damn. How much money is that going to run you, I wonder? Can't wait for The Roof to be a band. The Roof? Or just Roof? Raise the Roof? I don't know. Are band names permanent, like they're just copyrighted forever? Or can a band, when it's like long defunct, can the name be recycled back out into the wild so that we don't have a shortage of names one day? How does that work? Music, I'm getting closer to learning more about music composition, so that's fun. Still getting the hang of the keyboard, so I have a ways to go. Yeah. I've always wanted to get into music, but I've just never had the patience to sit and try to learn. Music theory evades me. I just know I like music. Ran into him at that place on the way to the world border. Ah. Very cool. Hope you... Nope. Jump up. Place block. Simple as. Okay, I'm going to go until I run out of this current batch of Blackstone on my person, and then I got to bounce. Because, well, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. When you got to bounce, you got to bounce. And I don't just mean metaphorically with my elytra. We need to get my bed disassembled for the new one. Oh, you're a fan. Okay. Well, thank you, Acrinaut. Well, thank you. Metal band names are stolen all the time because they're just too obscure. So you're bound to steal something. Mm-hmm. And answer your question about the band names. Bands can share the same name as long as they're making original material. Really? Okay. It's rare that a band gives a whole new set of people permission to play the old songs under the same name, like Sepultura. Sepultura? Sepultura. I don't know how to say it. Sepultura, I think, is right. Yeah, I get that. Interesting. Damn it, let me open my inventory. boom, 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 boom. Okay. Sepultura. Okay, Sepultura. Okay, Sepultura. That's complicated enough way to say it, I guess, but I get it. What Mike said, got it. So, yeah. Names can be done as long as you're completely original and you have no... Or names can be shared, I mean. As long as you're totally original, huh? Interesting caveat. I can't wait to be Purple Filth. Or Purple Haze. Oh shit, nuggets. I wish I could not get knocked back anymore. God, I miss the days where knockback was mitigated by hacks. Not having to worry about knockback was so great. Damn it. Nah, fuck it. Okay, this time, I'm ready for you. They're from Brazil. Okay. Plenty of other hard to pronounce metal name bands, or metal band names. This one time in metal band camp, oh, XCC2. Holy shit. Is that actually him? Let's go find out. Uh-huh. Well. Interesting. Another example of a shared name. I know this band I'm obsessed with from 1968 called Letter for Letter. Oh, Iron Maiden. Oh, and it's not the same members of the band that was popular when you grew up. Not the songs and all the music those guys recorded in the 60s didn't come out until the 90s. Really? The only band name I came up with, 93 Fallacies, played off Martin Luther's 93 Thesis. Okay. It's me. I made this channel in 2021. Okay. I believe you. Now then. I could probably come up with more band names I wanted to, but this just, I never did. Okay. Fair enough. It was nice chatting. Okay. We'll take care, Acronaut. I'll take care. You're tired, you're out. Okay, take care, Cooperator. It's probably 9 bedtime for you. 9:30. 9:40. Hey man, while you're here, did you get the chance? Did you get to check out the 13th floor elevators XCC? Yeah. Whoa. I kind of like this song. It's got a nice kick to it. Goodbye, you fuck. No blowing up my wall. Let's see. We've got decent little bit of... Yeah, Jack needs to build a wall, exactly. We got a decent little bit of wall done here. Shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, god damn it. Put me on the wall. What is wrong with you, game? Kept overshooting it and overshooting it. God, I hate that. Well, how... That's just bread great again? What? I don't think Housemaster has bread, but okay. Whoever did the saxophone on this piece is so hot. Apple bread, you're a little tipsy, I see now. I wasn't sure what that meant. Apple bread does kind of sound good. What's everybody drinking tonight? I have a cold cup of hot cocoa, formerly. According to the hot chocolate advent calendar I was gifted at the beginning of the season, it is Irish flavored, whatever that means. Now, I don't know if they used real Irish people in the making of this particular blend of hot cocoa, but, you know, it's giving me the festive spirit, I guess. I don't know. I swear to God, apple bread will forever be my favorite 2B meme. I wonder if someone could make real apple bread, like in real life. Would that just be like monkey bread without some of the other things, or I don't know. In 2020, Google did a weird thing and made this channel, and I can't connect to my original, and I can only upload on it. Interesting. Well, check Discord, XCC. I sent something to you. Same old, whiskey shots and beer. Good God. KK. Oh, this is another good one. Counts have been lost to time, yeah. You got ice water? Hello, Robot Zim. Alright, I don't have much more in the way of Blackstone left. Shit. Whew. For some reason, I have a good gift of coming up with names. Sure. Not sure what that has to do with anything, but okay. Yes, as an alcoholic, I've learned it's important to drink water alongside your alcohol for your body to... the body is shit at keeping itself hydrated, as at least 10 times worse when you're drunk. Yeah, wow. Damn, at least he learned. I remember, this is such a weird fucking thing to hear about, but, like, it's a thing. There are people who inject saline into their balls to make their balls really big. And that's just bizarre in and of itself, right? And there was this one guy, I believe Mr. Medicare was interviewing him or something like that. And old Jim was having a fun time poking fun at this guy's fetish to inject saline into his balls. He ended up telling a story where he got super blackout drunk one night. And instead of waking up with a hangover the next morning, he woke up perfectly fine. because in his drunken stupor, he injected his balls with tons of saline because fetish. And what had happened was, because saline is just salt water, he ended up waking up without the hangover that he'd normally have because his body just processed all the saline and kept him hydrated even though he was blackout drunk. And so ever since that, I learned the value of hydrating, and staying hydrated while, you're on a bender, so to speak. And I just thought about that, it's just so fucking stupid. No idea what happened to that guy. I don't even remember what the circumstances was. You got to be kidding me. Do what now? Yes, you heard it correct. There are people who have a fetish for enlarging their testes, and they inject saline into the scrotum to do that because the liquid, causes expansion. It's stupid as fuck. I can imagine there are a ton of downsides to it, but whatever. I don't give a shit personally. And that this is a thing apparently that some people have done. And well, that was the story. That's kind of what, because it was such a bizarre story. For those of you who don't know, Mr. Medicare used to be known as the Internet Aristocrat many, many, many moons ago, like 12 years ago now. And Internet Aristocrat was so fucking funny. Jim, as we also call him, he had this, he still does whenever he does rarely stream and do stuff. He has this this tongue-in-cheek attitude about him. He'll take the piss out of anything, I tell you. And so Jim was interviewing this guy. I want to say this was a Skype call-in, which just goes to show you how old this is if it was for Skype. And he basically just sort of got a hold of this one weirdo who injected saline into his balls as part of his... Again, it's a fetish. It's the only explanation I have for it. And he mentioned that saline and hydration in general is very important, and that, that'll keep you healthy. Now, obviously, I imagine the tissue damage that it causes isn't exactly good for you, but no. All I know is this was a thing, and it stunned me because of how outlandish it was. And I was like, oh my god, what the fuck? And I looked it up, just to be sure. And sure enough, yeah, it's a real thing. I was referencing back to the band name conversation, which we'd moved on from. Yeah, exactly. Do what now? Yes. 67, yes. We do the 67. That's 2 better than 69. Yeah. Shut up, Ellie. I'll let you out later. Oh my god. This cat, she cannot wait. I've got one shulker left of Blackstone to place down, and she's just losing her damn mind. Oh, fuck. Meow, meow. What's wrong? I want out. Get me out. Even though she was asleep on my bed, literally safe and sound for like the last hour and a half. Can't fucking wait to save her life. She's the most impatient cat I've ever had. We were making chicken soup tonight. Oh my god, she practically crawled up onto the stove to get the chicken. Because like you boil the chicken in just such a way that it renders the fat and it, you get rid of you use the bones, obviously. Oh, it's such a good soup. And she's just losing her damn mind. Just exactly like she's doing now. I demand it. I demand it. All right, well, I'm going to figure out what to do after I've got this. I think I'm just going to continue this pattern until I get up there. And then I've got to do that fucker. I've got a second cylinder. Sir, a second cylinder has hit the jack rooms. Well, you guys have a great night. I gotta bounce. Bed needs to be disassembled and taken care of and all that. Y'all have a good one. Catch you later. Goodbye.